So anyways, they got this commie crap called DEI. I despise DEI. DEI is freaking dumb. Did I mention I despise DEI? Meanwhile, this Dutch ball, not gonna lie, this took me a minute to understand. The DEI this US ball is talking about stands for diversity, equality, I don't know. Ah, there you go, inclusion. However, this old colonial Dutch ball is thinking he's saying the Dutch East Indies, DEI. The Dutch East Indies are basically Indonesia. I guess the Indonesians should maybe also be crying here. I mean, no, the Indonesians probably despise this thing. Established over 400 years ago, it's considered the first multinational corporation. They basically said, what if we made a company as powerful as a giant empire? That's what it was. Poor little guy. Man, this is a great song. We should turn it into a music video. I think I knows how. Use Singapore as background. Oh, I know that song. I had no idea this song Seven Nation Army features the Singapore Triangle, and they literally do it just like this for the entire 3 minutes. How have I never seen that music video before? Man, Singapore just has so many uses in the Countryball universe. Of all nations, Malaysia is the perfect one to reference Singapore though, since that was the country that kicked out this little city-state. Their band is a parody of the White Stripes. They also have white stripes on their flag. Oh, that's a cool coincidence. Singapore mentioned! Ike, sorry, but Ike not wanting to funding you anymore. Germany is not one to give us any more monies. No worry, I have idea. We use disguise. Is good idea, says Ukraine. Helloings, Germanies. I is need many monies. Here you go. Much thankings. Hello, Germanines. I is needing many money. Israel, already told you no. Oh, the disguise didn't work as well for them. Okay, this post is a little wild. I like how we're in this new era of Countryball memes. Since the very creation of Poland Ball on the internet, have we ever seen Ukraine and Israel in so many comics together? Of course, always asking for additional money because they're in similar situations, kind of. I mean, it's complicated, obviously. But yeah, anyways, what gets me is that Ukraine didn't even say why he wanted money. Germany seemingly gave him the money just because he thought he wasn't Ukraine. That makes it all the more better. The One Piece is real, America. No, it ain't. Never in a million, billion, trillion. What? The One Piece is real? Oh, the One Piece Israel is real. But at the very same time, jokes combining the nation of Israel and, well, it sounds like is real. That's still going on. That's been a classic for, I mean, dang decades now. I am not currently a One Piece enjoyer yet. I feel like I'm gonna wait until I'm diagnosed with terminal cancer and I'm bedridden for like 4 or 5 years. That'll probably give me enough time to do it. I mean, it's like 1,000 episodes. It's a lot to get through. What else am I gonna do? Imagine I get to episode 999 and someone spoils it for me. Who is the One Piece? Is Israel real? Habib, Al wants to play a la Birds. A la Birds? Yeah, let's play a la Birds. Oh, Angry Birds? Oh, wait a minute. That's not exactly what I had in mind. Okay, this is a different version that I guess they play possibly in Saudi Arabia and in Afghanistan, I think. Sir, the second TNT tower has fallen. Red can't break steel boxes. This was an inside job. There's got to be even more things we can do in this universe. Look, Russia is fish. Why is fish wear hat, Ukraine? Fish is of mafia boss, Russia. Mafia boss? Da is Donbass. I take Donbass. Oh, nee. Wow, that was pretty dumb, but I liked it. A bass fish, if he's a mafia fish as well, then he'd be called the Don. I only know that because of the Godfather movies. But Donbass is also the region in Ukraine that got taken by Russia, so yeah. Of course Russia said that. This is peak Poland Ball. It really is. Bass Pro Shops! Okay, no more fishing for Ukraine. What's up, dude? How's the conflict going so far? I blow up Russian base. You freaking what? Oh no. That's not the right way to do things, man. Oi, Faye. I have brain damage. Staring at I'm menacingly is how it's done. Yeah, the US has just been staring at Russia menacingly and then back at us for decades now. The entire Cold War. Even after the Cold War, we're still doing it. It's like our favorite pastime. Apparently, Israel did in fact hit a Russian base in the Middle East, which is obviously very ironic with the Ukraine stuff going on. Something WW3. Here we go again. Quite the mistake there. V is down to V's last coconut, Poland. If we don't find way off island soon, we'll have to resort to cannibalism. Oh wait, no, they're good. Poland has the perfect way off that deserted island. Thank goodness they took that origami class in high school. Sometimes Imperial Germany is not like a orb or a tower. They're actually portrayed as like a paper thin stick. And in this case, in the Countryball universe, that came in handy. I, for one, like to see Imperial Germany displayed like this because it does kind of show, well, World War I and World War II. I guess at the end of the day, they've only taken L's during the World Wars. So you can see how they can be compared to possibly a paper tiger. There we go, more origami references. Poland can into origami. France, why are you pixelated? Viva lo resolution. This is an amazing post because not only is it referencing, obviously, France and the French Revolution, but it's also referencing a classic Countryball post from back in the day. Revolution can also mean turning in a circle or whatever, so yeah, this has always been, this is like one of the most popular Countryball posts of all time. This is kind of a nice reference back to that, in my opinion. Love how many just dumb, funny jokes we got here today. Hey, so how's your members? Still being morons. What? They respond. Meanwhile, in the Malay Peninsula, hey, Triangapore, do you mind if I ask you to No. Meanwhile, in Myanmar, Justin, we have another coup. Myanmar's like, this is fine. Oh, I didn't even see that was, we think alike. Meanwhile, Thailand and Cambodia. This person's Cambodian. Shut up, responds Thailand. He's Thai. You shut up. Ah! Brunei, hey, why is I not at top 3 in most GDP per capita in ASEAN? How much GDP per capita is you? No data. And that's why you didn't get in the top 3. Then there's the Philippines. Indonesia? Indonesia, not Poland. Indonesia, not Netherlands. Only Indonesia. Red on top, white on bottom. Finally, Nam. Ooh, is this some Vietnamese coffee? I got some of that right here. This is a pumpkin Vietnamese latte. Anyways. Hi, Viet South. What? Nam means South. Starts chainsaw noises. Yeah, that's not gonna be good, China. Gotta love the ASEAN nations. Basically, the Balkans of Asia. It's quickly becoming my favorite place to review in terms of the memes. There's just so much chaos in this place. I mean, how can you look away? Also, people that live in all these areas have like great senses of humor online. It's been very entertaining. Dang, and look, Laos is so irrelevant, they weren't even included. Good morning, I am Trinidad and Tobago. Today I'll teach you how to avoid a traffic ticket. Yo man, your documentation seems right. I'll let you go. Just keep wearing that seatbelt, brother. I'm just reading the comic here. You'll be alright. I'm not actually wearing a seatbelt. I got out scot-free. That's how you do. Oh. It's so dark, it's actually kind of hilarious. Well, this is why you always wear your seatbelt. Trinidad and Tobago got away with not wearing their seatbelt because it looks like they're wearing a seatbelt from their flag. That is actually such a great reference. I didn't even realize this looks like a seatbelt across their face. And this is the first time I'm really noticing how unique this flag really is. Dang, this is gold. Thanks for posting that on my subreddit. Don't be afraid to post your own Countryball submissions over there too. Young. Oh, that's Botswana and Ethiopia. Old. That's Japan and South Korea. Man, they really are old. Finally, man, children. Wait, Brazil and India. Superpower by what? What is this trying to say? Are these some of the most youthful countries in the world in terms of their population? I mean, definitely Japan and South Korea has some of the most aging populations out there. I knew that India's been saying superpower by whatever year, but Brazil, you too? The EU has the opposite of this in that people have been claiming it will collapse within the next 3 years for the past 20 years. Everyone's worried about Indian keyboard warriors. What about the Brazilian keyboard warriors? Well, in order to be a keyboard warrior, you need to be able to afford... Okay. Essentially what this comic is talking about is demographics and how no matter what situation your country's in, you face different problems. Yes, Botswana and Ethiopia and several other African nations, they might be young. Well, they're young. They're still growing. They're not quite there yet. Versus Japan and South Korea, two places with very strong economies, but yeah, with very aging population. That's their biggest concern. Then there's Brazil and India, where their population is growing. They have nice population pyramids as well. Again, by population pyramid, you generally want as many young people as possible and less old people. You want the young people to be able to support all the old people since they're more than likely retired or can't work. For the most part, both countries, Brazil and India, have pretty healthy pyramids, it appears to me. However, their problems are not necessarily demographic. They face different struggles, obviously. I mean, India's development is going to be really interesting to look at for the next like 10, 20 years. They obviously did become the world's largest nation with the most population. I guess we'll see what happens. As always, big thanks to my patrons. Month 2. In Drew's basement. Drew's Argentinian Grandpa. DOOCHBAGGINS. I can't sleep. Kansas was mentioned. Amateur Archaeology. aPhatNarwhal. Carmel Fredrik Tibblin. KingBearHaze. KirinoIsBestGirl. Mgmluthegoat. Tyrol. Tambre. Mexican 760. Like your name here. Check that link to Patreon down below.